The Animals there, #1 worldwide in 1964, and sitting here watching themselves this morning, we've got Chas Chandler, Eric Burdon and Alan Price back together again. Eric, you were reminiscing about the day you made that particular piece of film, weren't you?
Mm.
What time of the day was it?
It was around this time, I mean close to this time, and it was in a little studio in Soho.
And was it a hard job those days, making what is now accepted as the thing? I mean, that was the video of its day, wasn't it?
Well, no, it's never hard to actually make the videos. It's hard to get the band out of bed in order to get them to the studio to make the videos.
Now, you have reformed as a band twice previously. This is the third reforming that I can recall. Chas, why do you keep getting back together again and then going apart?
It's not really the third time. We did one concert in 1969 for charity in the Northeast. That wasn't a reformation, it was just do a concert for charity.
But what about
this
album?
7 years ago, we said, like, let's make an album just for the fun of it. We got together, made an album, and then disappeared all four corners of the earth again. It wasn't a reformation, it was just a bit of self-indulgence, probably.
Has that album actually been released?
Yeah, out all over the world.
It has been out, because I did read somewhere that because of contractual problems it didn't come out.
No.
So it has actually been released.
Mm.
Well, there were differences between Eric and Alan. I mean, if you look back over the years, you definitely had a few differences between Burdon and Price. Those differences, I take it, are no longer in existence.
No, I think they are. We're just older, and it's too much wasted energy. I think that we genuinely enjoyed and loved the music that we had, and there's always a contradiction, I think, when you try and package it and make it commercial. And I think we had different ideas. Not necessarily that mine were better or his were better. It's just that it's very difficult, I think. It's a strain anyway, being in a group, and to have it being tugged different ways brings its own aggravation.
Tremendous wave of 60s revival going through this country at the moment. A lot of teenagers getting into 60s music. And you must be encouraged to see bands like the Rolling Stones still on the road, Eric?
Oh, absolutely, sure. I didn't expect that this particular aspect of this form of music was going to be as successful as it was to this point. I always knew there was something there of value, and that one day the whole world would acknowledge that level of music, but I didn't think it would last this long, and I didn't think it would go on before.
You were so different. You were R&B. You were not pop, you were not rock, you were an R&B band. Is that going to be the sound that we're going to hear from you in '83?
Well, that's always, for me, that is always the root of the music, the only route that I want to be involved in. Yeah, it will be the root of the music to come, sure.
So what about the synthesizers that the bands are using at the moment? Are the Animals going to get involved in all the new equipment?
You can utilize anything. You can apply anything to any format in music. That's what makes music so exciting. It is really a very liquid art form. I don't think that anybody should be afraid to use anything they feel that can help heighten the act. We're not too much concerned about the nuances.
What's the real reason for the Animals getting back together again? Why? Was it just a meeting in a pub that did it?
It sprung out of a few meetings with talking about our past of getting together and talking about suing a few people got carried away.
Well, we wish you all the best with your comeback. Let's hope that the public take to it as much as I'm sure many of your original fans will take to it from all those many years ago. Alan Price, Eric Burdon and Chas Chandler, thank you very much indeed. Nick.
Thank you.
Sorry,
and Francis is here. He's going to